in this corner, weighing 200 pounds of solid whey, protein, and fiber supplements, Harry the Overgrinder Sylvan.
That is disturbingly accurate. Also, thank you for making me gain 30 pounds between takes.
No problem.
Yeah.
If this happens again, where you're going up to 260.
Jesus.
So between...
Really ballooned out. Yeah.
I drank a really dense shake before we started.
I guess you're attacking.
No, so, beforehand, in between recording sessions, Harry was like, you know what? I'm really kind of nervous. I want to make sure we're strong enough to take on whatever's next. So I'm just going to shoot everyone of the party up an extra 4 or 5 levels.
Yeah, we really did.
Yeah. So,
they're all like level 6, level 7.
6 or 7, something like that. And
Guy Liner's like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I feel is a problem at these early levels? What the hell do I do with... I mean, Vivi, I guess I could attack, but I don't want to waste his MP.
Yeah.
And what the hell do I do with Garnet when people don't need healing except for, like, every few rounds?
Summoning and whatnot.
Eventually.
Yeah. Okay, we got Bug Killer.
Cool.
Alright, so now headed to the cave. Now I think we're ready for the cave.
I'd love to. I need to figure out where I'm going.
It's the dot. The dot at the bottom. Yeah, the ice cavern.
Okay, so that's this way.
Why'd you turn off the mini-map?
I didn't mean to.
Oh. So yeah, also, for you folks at home, for your own edification, just spin the world around.
Wait, I can't. It's not spin. There we go. It's the wrong button. Okay, I should be heading towards the ice cave here.
It's in the south, yeah. So you're...
Yeah, I'm going the right way. Okay, sorry.
So yeah, anyway, so if you happen to hear any whining, barking, or panting, that's not me, assholes. Harry and Christy just got themselves, or adopted themselves, a brand new dog.
Yes.
Lucy, a pretty little lady that she is.
Yes, she is a rescue pit bull terrier. She's 2.5.
You just had to say she was a rescue.
I just wanted to explain why do we have a... Why the heck do you have a...
You don't have to explain why you get a pet. You're like, I'm lonely and my relationships in real life are unfulfilling, so we get an animal that's dependent on me for love.
Yeah. Oh, you nailed it. Good job.
Thank you.
Good girl. I'm conditioned now. I'm conditioned. I actually said that to Justin before.
Yeah.
He helped me open something. I'm like, I can't figure out how to open this. Here you go. And he opened it, and I was like, oh, good girl.
And I basically stopped myself from punching you in the face.
It was really funny.
It was perfect timing,
So, yeah, if she whines or whatever, we're still crate training her. She seems to be calmed down and okay with us in the room now, but it's a process. Our first night with this dog was a nightmare. We didn't get a crate because we're idiots. Also, we're too cool for school. We're like, oh, whatever. She's old. She's totally cool.
Dude, what do you mean old?
Well, what I mean is that she's been in a foster home, but actually what we just learned was she...
There you go.
There we go. She had been in a shelter since 8 months old and only got taken into a foster home like a month ago.
Yeah.
So that was her first experience outside of the shelter.
Okay.
So this must be the cavern.
Huh.
No shit.
It's a cave filled with ice. I don't think this is the place.
There should be a big sign that's like plot ahead.
Yeah, right.
Come on, Righteous. Be a little more direct.
What's up, Righteous? No.
You're...
Literally never.
Oh, apparently
Is this the place?
Has...
You mean the
cavern full of ice?
Yeah.
Could be.
You know what? I just realized how lazy the naming convention is. Because you go from, like, Alexandria. I'm like, okay, cool. That sounds... I mean, that was a place at one point in real life. And now they're just repurposing the name.
Yeah.
But now it's like, we went from Evil Forest to Ice Cavern.
You know what? It was the Evil Forest.
So, like, what's the next place we're going to go to? Oh, this is Fire Room. Like, come on.
His grandpa died.
In the Ice Cavern?
Just in general.
Oh. Don't worry about it. I killed him in his sleep. Yay, euthanasia!
He was suffering.
And I got an inheritance. These two things are not related. You see on the subway, they got like all these like elderly abuse signs
some
now.
are really sad.
They are. Like I walked in there, it's like her daughter stole all of her jewelry. I'm like, oh, well, go get her. Fuck that bitch.
Who's leaving these just random treasure chests lying around?
You see, Harry, there was this great age of pirates. They hid their treasure everywhere. And okay, you know what? That's a challenge. All of our watchers, if you could tell me the webcomic I got that joke from.
Is that, I was about to say, it should be a webcomic.
That was a webcomic. That was a joke from a webcomic. I'm not going to say which one.
Okay, I'm like, because that would be perfect. I'd love
what
to see that.
What a shitty thing to put in a treasure chest. Like, alright, here's a box tent. Really? Yes.
Yeah, thanks. It's a treasure chest. Be more exciting, man.
Yeah, right?
I'm surprised. There should be random battles in here, right?
There are totally going to be like random battles like here and there. Wow, you look a lot bigger than the environment.
Come on, let me...
You gotta find the thing.
Oh, way to go down.
Oh, you know what? Here, try going down the other staircase.
Oh, you know what? It looks like I can actually... The way I was going might be the right way. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. But you couldn't spin the world around to find crap.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a clever one. There's the random... I'm sitting here going... There really are. But isn't that what we just found? There's the same... We were reading, or you told me... There's the same number of random battles on the world map, but in these areas, they toned it down a lot.
They did tone it down because it was like people were...
I will steal from you.
Yeah, like if you go back and play like Final Fantasy X or stuff like that, like there would have been 3 random battles in the span of the time you spent in that room, where it's like, I think this is the right staircase.
Oh,
It's like, oh my god. Hey, sleeping juice.
Oh, I take that every night.
It makes the nightmares stop.
But yeah, so... Oh, bye.
Nice. Well, yeah. I mean, to be fair...
Even without leveling, though, you are way OP.
You start out pretty OP. Well, that's the thing is like, the characters in these games, like, the thing they're good at is ridiculous. Like, that's what they do. Like, you will never... get to a point where you're like, oh yeah, man, Vivi, he's gonna be my main, like, damage dealer with melee. It's like, no, he's never gonna be that.
You have such a weird pronunciation, melee. You made me do it.
What, melee?
You said melee.
Melee?
Oh, you didn't do it on purpose?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I just misspoke.
I will minus strike you. I don't know what that means.
What are these?
Weirds.
Weird? Well, they are weird. Oh, right.
Son of a...
We will be right back.
Well, as far as you know, nothing has happened.
Everything is totally normal. We totally didn't have the game crash on us or anything.
Yeah. Wow, they're not happy.
No, but they dance in rhythm.
I know, I love it. But anyways, so...
Oh, they're out of their rhythm.
Tell
now.
us,
That's pissing
actually,
me off.
I'm interested... What's your favorite Final Fantasy game?
Out of all of them?
Sure.
Favorite Final Fantasy game out of all the Final Fantasy games? I have to give it to 6.
Yeah, 6/3?
6/3, yeah. However you want to look at it.
I've never actually played... Oop, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
I don't know what I was going for, actually. Oh, wait, now I remember. I'm going to use a potion, because I have 24 of them. Actually, I'm going to use a couple potions, because why not?
Yeah, there you go.
20. Not running out anytime soon. Okay, let's see if it crashes immediately. No? Okay, cool.
What's this? I love the way he looks like, huh?
Look in the mouth.
What a weird wall. Looks like it's made of ice in the ice cavern.
Yeah. Oh, what's your... So 6?
6 and very closely followed by 7.
Oh, yeah? You really like 7? 7's so divisive.
Okay, like...
I think... Is it hipster to not like 7? Is that what it is?
It might be a little.
Okay.
No, I mean, look, let's be honest. Like, 7 was a game that exploded in popularity.
It brought Final Fantasy back from the brink.
It brought it back from the brink. It showed what, like, It showed what the next gen was really capable of, more so than, like, other things.
Absolutely.
Nice, got an ether.
Sweet.
But for me personally, a lot of it had to do with like the kind of characters and setting, because the characters of Final Fantasy VII reminded me personally a lot of anime tropes that were pretty popular at the time.
Absolutely,
and in early 90s, mid 90s, like the kind of like you had the badass cyborg, which is like very serious badass cyborg, which was Barret. You had like the kind of like sweet girl next door, which is still a pretty big thing in anime even now, but less goofy. Like Eris and Tifa were definitely like the best friend, sweetie pie girl archetypes without being like a little obnoxious or too teenagery.
Yeah, they like beat shit up.
Yeah, like Cloud was a pretty serious guy. He was very down to earth, very focused.
It just came at the right time.
I agree.
Like rode the crest of the emo wave.
Oh yeah.
Like,
see, that's the thing is now Cloud is like super defined by Eris's death. Like whenever anyone like goes back and thinks of Cloud, it's always like, well, yeah, he was the hero who lost the girl. But in the game, like he dealt with that shit. Like
absolutely.
Everyone else keeps bringing it up, like, hey, aren't you that guy with the dead girlfriend?
Right?
And he's like, yeah, she did die. I've moved on. I've got kids now. Have you met Linda, my lovely life? You know, she's a sweet woman. She's great.
Strong.
She's a veterinarian. Yeah, but didn't your girlfriend die when you were like in your 20s? It's like,
what's focus do?
Oh, it helps bring up your
chutzpah.
Your chutzpah. Actually, yeah. Focus is what I think it makes your spell stronger. Like your next spell will be. I think we talked about that.
There we go.
No, plus not only that, I love the setting. Like
7.
7 and 6. 7 and 6.
Like the. It's
diesel
almost
punk.
Diesel punk. That's what I'm like. It's like almost steampunky. It's just.
It's diesel punk.
It's diesel punk, and it's also like a little. I don't know if it's worth it to go down there and get that.
It's up to you.
It's probably like you have to loop around to do it.
No, you totally got to loop around. You can't jump down.
Okay, we were absolutely wrong about the lowered frequency.
Yeah, this is like a little ridiculous. Oh, you got to heal Garnet. She's dying.
Might as well just. I actually really like this, that there doesn't seem to be any, at early game, there doesn't seem to be any significant penalty for using an all spell.
No.
Because the damage is so big anyways. It's
plus
like,
you are
whatever.
OP too, so it kind of mitigates any loss to
okay,
it.
so they only mostly die completely.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It only overkills them by 50 HP instead of whatever. Oh, can't get down there. Okay.
No, you gotta like you said.
Oh, I just saw it.
Huh.
What?
Oh, I think he's gonna... There we go. He melts it, now you can go down there.
You know, if it wasn't this little thing like that, what game...
Hey, you got another Mage Masher.
Oh,
You already have one.
I already have one, and it's just go... You know what, though? Can they have different abilities attached to them?
No, I think it's...
No, it's per... Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of... Is there anything I can do?
No, we haven't gotten it. We haven't gone to a store.
Yeah, we haven't got... Oh, we could have...
No, we got everything from that guy.
Oh, okay.
We bought everything that was available. Like, this is what we have until we get out of Ice Cavern.
But so 7, I can totally respect... Or 6, rather, you said.
6.
So what about 6?
What, 6?
It's funny, you're like, 6 closely followed by 7, which I will now proceed to talk about.
Yeah. No, 6... Okay, 6 had... God, it had so much going for it. All the characters were so lively, fun, but also kind of sad at the same time.
There was a sadness to them.
There was. Like, a lot of the characters had, like... They had, if not a sad background story, like, some kind of moment where it was like... They had... Okay, every character in the game had a low point and a high point. Which is not something you could... And they did them well, which is not something you could say about all Final Fantasy characters.
I'll go over here.
Vivi's probably gonna burn down on the wall.
Yeah.
I love the look of the world. I like the fact that halfway through the game the villain wins.
Oh yeah, I actually like that. I like that the villain is someone different than the main bad guy type thing. But that's become a bit of a trope.
It has to be a bit of a trope. Like, the world was cool. Like, once again, you had that diesel punk kind of vibe, or it was still more fantasy. It had the diesel punk elements, but they weren't... It wasn't like 8, where it was like, oh, this is pretty much just a sci-fi setting, and I guess we'll use the word magic because...
I'm gonna use magic. Why? I don't know. Yeah, absolutely. The tech.
Yeah. It felt too techy.
Was 6 magic, or was 6 still tech? 6
had tech, but it was a thing that, like, most people thought magic wasn't around anymore. Like, it was...
That's what that was.
That was gone.
Yeah.
But
the ethers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was basically... Wasn't really... Not a continuation, but kind of seemed to be somehow related to 5's world.
It was... Every world in Final Fantasy kind of built a little bit off the last one that they had. Like, the first game was literally just a fantasy world in the vein, similar to, like, Dungeons & Dragons.
I really like the first game.
The first game I've only played bits and pieces of, but it's fun.
For sure.
Here you go. What? I get into... What?
Every time...
He's like a 5-year-old.
It's like, bro, we've been doing this. Also, he's been killing things.
Yeah.
With that shit. Like,
it's not a new thing.
Is there... I forget which game it is, but is there equipment in this game, like a ring that you can equip that will stop random battles?
There's usually, like, some kind of item or something. I forget what it was.
It could have been 8. Yeah, one of the summons had an ability that you learn.
And I wouldn't be surprised with the way you learn stuff in this if they kind of bring it over, where it's like, oh, enemies below a certain level will leave you alone, that kind of thing. Wow, he's dead.
I know, I didn't even need to, it's just fun to do.
No, I like the idea of just barbecuing him as you kill him, it's nice.
I really love the clipping on his scale.
It's a little ridiculous.
He kills, because he's the strongest, he kills everyone, so I've seen it a million times now.
I know.
It's like, hey, that's the inside of your wrist.
Yep. You're hollow on the inside, you are nothing.
Oh my gosh, more?
Yeah. Alright, after this battle, I think we'll call it for this episode. But no, the ice cavern's a thing. We gotta, like, actually progress through it.
Oh, I thought it was just gonna be another, like, alright, here's 2 screens and a boss.
Nope.
Okay.
No, this is the first proper, like, dungeon.
That's cool. Am I gonna reach a town on the other side, probably?
I do believe so.
Yeah, like...
Because that's pretty much the Final Fantasy kind of, like,
dungeon,
flow.
new town.
Dungeon, town, plot... Maybe you get, like, a scene with an enemy or something like that. Some kind of... there's always forward momentum in the game.
Yeah. How did you feel about 2? Or 4, I should say. I've never played 2 or 3.
I didn't get a chance to play it. Did you?
No. Yeah, I liked it.
Well,
It was like the first one where you had to do stuff when they were doing limits and stuff like that.
Oh,
which they brought back later. And it was good. Basically, there were no classes. It was just that different characters... Hey?
No.
Different characters had... different jobs.
Gotcha.
So it was cool. It was a cool departure. All right. On the next episode, I'm gonna go over what my favorite Final Fantasy is. If you look forward to hearing about my thoughts, which I'm sure you do because you listen to this and are super interested in everything we do.
So interested.
Please drop us a like. It really helps us out a lot, and tune in on the next episode.
Catch you on the flip side.